Hello guys, today we are reviewing this right here. This is what this is right here, the power inverter. So basically what it does is that you connect this to your car. If you use the cigarette lighter, you can get up to I believe 150 watts, or let me look that up. I read it somewhere. 120 watts. And if you connect it directly to the battery, you can get up to 1,000 watts. So I'm gonna show this to you, but I already know that it's a great product, and this is the reason why I bought a second one. Let me show you the other one. Yeah, so it's a very good product. So we got two more, but they're the same thing. So we're just gonna review one because they're the same thing. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Let me get my scissors, and I'm using just one hand, so it's not easy. All right. Roll the drums. What? What? So we pull this out. Hopefully nothing breaks. And here it is. Oh, let's see what's inside here. Oh, I got some more stuff. I forgot about this. And we got this. And we got those plugs. Very good. And this one is also brand new. We're going to use that later. I'm not going to show it because it's the same thing. So let's try to open it out. I'm using one hand, so it's not easy. So basically all you have to do for this product, this is where you turn it on. This is where you plug in that stuff that we said you were going to plug. This is your USB port. So this is very good. It has two fans on the back that keeps it from overheating. And here's where you plug in and connect the two wires. So I'm not gonna use this, but this is where you would connect it if you want a 1,000 watts. And but this is what I'm gonna do to get 120 watts, because I'm just gonna connect a laptop. We're gonna see how that goes. Okay, so we are done. So you connect the black to black and the red to red, then you cover it up like that, and then we get our computer and we head to the car and see what happens. Okay guys, so here we are in my car and we are about to test this. I was reading the instructions, and that's something you have to do, and it has a warning that if you plug it into a rechargeable device, you have to be careful that it doesn't overheat. If it overheats, then it means it's not compatible. If it doesn't overheat, it means it's okay. So I do have an expensive computer that I paid over $1,000 for. It's an Apple, it's a Mac So I'm not going to test it with this because I'm not willing to risk a $1,000 computer just to test this. So instead I'm going to test it with something a lot cheaper, which is this thing right here, which probably costs about $15 when it's new, and I've had this for over 20 years. So it's basically worthless. GPX. So there are some other warnings that you need to know about. You have to read those instructions. They're very tiny print. You might have to get a magnifying glass. Because for me, I couldn't read it very well. I had to get really close to the fine print. But they have various warnings. Some are obvious, like don't put this in water, don't submerge it in water, and don't operate it near a flammable source. For example, if there's gasoline vapors or there's a kerosene or some sort of propane tank leaking gas, don't operate this under those conditions. Those should be obvious. But what isn't obvious is that if the device requires a pure sine wave current, then you shouldn't use it. You shouldn't use this on that kind of device. So I'm pretty sure that it would work on my Mac. I don't think my Mac requires a pure sine wave, but I'm not gonna risk it because it's a very expensive computer. So if you use this plug right here, you get 120 watts from it. So the instructions say plug it in. So we're gonna plug it in, and if you see here, this is something I reviewed on my other video, so check it out. So I'm gonna plug this in, and it doesn't want to plug in. Let me try my other hand. And it doesn't plug in. I don't know why. So that's not good. Let me turn off the engine, the power. Oh man, this is not good. I know I've done this a lot with different types of the other inverter I had, we used it on the battery. We didn't use it here. So this is a problem. Because I know these are standard. Is there anything in there? All right, finally plugged in. Took a lot of strength. So the instructions say that the next thing is, let's move the key so it delivers power. And the next thing we have to do before you plug anything in, you have to turn it on. You have to plug it in first. Then let's turn it on. And you hear that fan going. And here it says that 0 watts. So 0 watts means that there's nothing plugged in there. So you have these two outlets. This is for the North American outlet type. So you can have both things plugged in at the same time. And this, as long as you don't exceed 120 watts. If you were to exceed 120 watts, what's going to happen is that this is going to shut down automatically. Another cool feature about this is that it will not operate if the voltage of your battery drops below, I believe, 9 volts. No, 11. I can't remember, but if it drops to a certain point, I think 9 volts, it'll automatically turn off, so it won't kill your battery. You don't have to worry about that. Now, if for any reason the battery would be over I believe 13 volts, then it's gonna shut and it's gonna shut down automatically. So let's plug this in and see what happens. And nothing happens. Well, this is working. Can't see it. Yeah, it's working. It's not showing the wattage for some reason.
We've talked about how women were active in the 1930s, and then in the 1960s they're joining the war on poverty.
All right. So we get the point. So for some reason it's not telling me how much wattage it's consuming. I don't know why. So overall, I'm happy with it. Let me unplug it. And that's how that works. So I guess the only thing you need to know about this is this plug right here. For some reason, they didn't. It takes a lot of strength just to plug it in. Yeah, it takes a lot of strength. Yeah, I can't do it again. There we go. So it feels like if you keep doing this is not something you're going to want to be doing constantly because of this plug. So this is the Achilles heel, this plug right here. Because it's so poorly designed, yeah, it's not something that you're going to be plugging in, plugging out, plugging in, plugging out. Eventually something's going to get damaged because they did not design this correctly. Okay guys, so I decided to do another test. I had already finished this review, but I decided to do another test. This time I'm going to do this lamp right here and see what happens to the wattage meter. So let's turn it on. See what happens. So this definitely works, but it's still not showing the wattage for some reason. Let me try the other plug. Now it says 10 watts. Let's see. Now let's see what happens when you plug in the radio and the lamp at the same time. Well, the radio's turned on. And the lamp is turned on. But it's still not showing me the wattage. Maybe if I leave it in there and do it like this. Alright. So I just wanted to show you that this is, you can connect these two at the same time. And you can connect this at the same time too. Alright, so this is the real end now. Thank you for watching.